Hi. Today we are going to read some text from the book of Zen in Action to Osho. In all the languages of the world, the religious person is called God-fearing. That is an ugly expression. It should be stopped or dropped. For the irreligious person, it is impossible to be God-fearing because he cannot have fear. A religious person simply lives lovingly, not out of fear. These are all prayers out of fear. Give us our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Drop all this. Be a little more alive, a little more contemporary. Man has lived in fear. It is time to put a full stop to it. Humanity needs a new dawn, a totally new vision. We need new insights, new pastures, new dimensions. These new dimensions are bound to go against our old routine mind. So when it hurts, remember, it is not the truth that is hurting you. It is your own lie that you have made, that you have been clinging to, which hurts. Whenever you have to choose between a truth and a lie, be courageous and choose the truth, because that is the only way to live, the only way to know, the only way to be. Science is a demystification of existence. Hence, it's absolutely impossible to feel any sense of the mysterious through science. The very method of science prohibits it. It is just like somebody who is blindly trying to see through the ears, or somebody who is deaf trying to listen to music through the eyes. The very method becomes the barrier. Science has a definite methodology, so it makes it limited. And that makes it limited gives a demarcation, a definition. It is absolutely necessary for science to be defined. Otherwise, there would be no difference at all. Science is meditation. Science means being definite, being absolutely definite about facts. If you are very definite about facts, then you cannot feel mysterious. The more you are definite, then the more mystery evaporates. Mystery needs a certain vagueness. Mystery needs something undefined, undemarcated. Science is factual. Mystery is not factual, it is existential. A fact is only a part of existence, a very small part. A science deals with the parts because it's easier to deal with the parts. They are small, they can analyze them. You are not overwhelmed by them. You cannot possess them as in your hands. You can dissect them, you can label them, you can be absolutely certain about them, about their qualities, quantities, possibilities, but in that very process, mystery is being lied. Science murders mystery. If you want to experience the mysterious, you will have to enter them from another door, from a totally different dimension. The dimension of the mind is the dimension of science, and the dimension of meditation is the dimension of the miraculous, the mysterious. Meditation makes everything undefined. Meditation takes you into the unknown, uncharted. Meditation takes you slowly into a kind of dissolution wherever the observer, where the observer and the observed become one. Now that's not possible in the science. The observer has to be the observer has to be the observer, and the observed has to be the observed. And a clear-cut distinction has to be maintained continuously. Not even for a single moment should you forget yourself. Not even for a single moment should not become interested, dissolved, overwhelmed, passionate, loving towards the object of your inquiry. You have to be detached, you have to be very cold, absolutely indifferent. And indifference kills mystery. Between the world of meditation and the mind there is a bridge, but that bridge is called the heart. The heart is just exactly between the two. Hence, the poet lives in a twilight land. Something of him can be scientific and something of him can be mystic. That is anxiety of the poet also, because he lives in two dimensions, diametrically opposite. Hence poets tend to go mad, tend to commit suicide, are always known as a little but crazy, outlandish. Something about them remains berserk, for the simple reason that they are not settled anywhere. They are neither in the world of the facts nor in the world of the existentials. They are in a limbo. If you really want the experience of the mysterious, then you will have to open a new door in your being. I am not saying stop being a scientist. I'm simply saying that science can remain a peripheral activity to you. When in the lab, be a scientist, but you come out of the lab, forget all about science. Then listen to the birds, but not in a scientific way. Look at the flowers, but not in a scientific way. Because when you look at a rose in a scientific way, it is a totally different kind of thing that you are looking at. It is not the same rose that a poet experiences. And so on and so forth. When such deep unity starts happening in many phases of your life, when all around you start having such tremendous experiences of disappearing, egolessness, nothingness, when the flowers is there and you are not, the rainbow is there and you are not, when the clouds are roaming in the sky, within and without, both you are not. And when there is utter silence as far as you are concerned, when there is nobody in you, just a pure silence, a virgin. Silence, undistracted, undisturbed by logic, thought, emotion, feeling. That is the moment of meditation. Mind is gone, and when mind is gone, mystery enters. Thank you very much for your listening. Bye-bye.